Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Excited to see you all today. Hope everybody's having a great day. And thanks for joining us for another Friday Instagram Live. This is our Art and Activism series. Hello. Hi.
Hello there, AJ. How are you?
Good. How you doing? Let me get our little thing up here. There we go. All right. I'm so excited to have you on with us and talk to the youth in Las Vegas. I met you, it's been several years ago now, but I just remember we were at that place on Fremont Street that's a big beer. For some event, raising money for something I'm sure that you were out there doing, and I was just like, who's that?
I think it was, dang. I remember exactly what it was, but I can't remember the name of the event, but it was upstairs at the Bass thing on Fremont Street, right?
Yeah. And so I was like, I need to know all about what's going on. Who is this? What are we doing? This is awesome. So thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here with our Art and Activism series. I really, was last week we were talking about all the different kinds of art forms and how that plays into activism. And I was thinking about drag, and then we had also been talking about ACT UP, and my brain put the two together, and I thought of you immediately and the sisters, and I just wanted to have you on and let people know, who the sisters are, and if you want to talk a little bit about who are the sisters, what led to the creation of the sisters.
Sure. Actually, it was activism. It was back in 1979 in San Francisco, which is our mother house that we call it. It was during Stonewall. They were out there for human rights. And then, in the early 80s, when HIV and AIDS hit, they were the very first activism to take part in that. They were actually the first to ever put on a safe-sex pamphlet and a fundraiser for HIV and AIDS. They did it with Shirley MacLaine. It was a dog show.
Oh,
so yeah. So activism goes way back. I mean, to Stonewall. Who started activism for us is the night of the riots. When all the drag queens and transgender folks went out and stood up for everything. So it's been going on for years.
Yes. What I was talking about last week that amazed me is just how incredible it was that people were able to get the word out to each other in such large numbers, pre-internet, before social justice. And we kind of had to rely on artworks to kind of catch people's eye, right?
Yeah, and that's what we do as sisters. I mean, look at us. I mean, we are bright, we're bold, and when we're walking out into a crowd, we catch people's attention. They want to know what we're up to, and so that gives us that chance to go ahead and start talking to them about what we do as sisters.
Mm-hmm. And so what is the deal with being sisters? Like there's this like kind of nun theme. I know your place is called the Nunnery. Like, what's up with that?
Well, and again, it started way back with the four founders. Kenneth Bunch, Sister Vish, had 4 traditional habits, and one day, Good Friday, they said, hey, we have these habits, let's toss them on and go out and raise some hell. And so that's actually how it all started. And then it just took off. I mean, people think that we are mocking nuns, but we're not. We do the same type of work that any nun does. We educate our community. We feed them like us. What we do is, we developed our SADAC program, which is the Sisters AIDS Drug Assistance Program. So we provide our HIV community that is in the whole of any type of services, they could come to us and we pay for their HIV meds. So yeah, so that's, so we do the same type of work that any normal sister does. Well, we are sisters. We take a vow. We take all of that to, become one of us.
Yeah. That's what I think it's important. That's a lot of people don't know that there is a very healing aspect to your organization and a lot of care, and that from what I know of your organization and other sisters is that's taken very seriously, and that's a big part of it from what I've seen.
Yeah, that's a part of our mission statement. We promulgate universal joy and expiate stigmatic guilt. So, in layman's term, we spread love and joy. And that's what we try to bring out to our community every time that we're out there, is spread that love and joy. There's so much hate going on right now. And, well, within our own community, there's a lot of hate. And so when we're out there, we just try to make light of things and have a good old time. But we actually have a lot of serious moments, too. There's those individuals that see us and they want to come and divulge anything and everything to us. They feel that we are a safe space to talk to, and which we are. And so, yeah, it's just amazing some of the things that we are able to do out in our community.
Yeah, and I feel that because I have similar experiences. So I'm really with you on what that feels like, and it does feel really good to be that person that people will come to and feel safe communicating with when they're having a hard time or sharing in joys too. I have a lot of youth that will tag me in photos and stuff that they're doing well, and that's a really good part of my day. It always makes the day 100 times better.
Exactly. We get that. Like I was telling you, we run a program, and so every now and then you'll get those ones that will pull you to the side and say, you helped me. You brought me through some very hard times. And just thank us from the bottom of their hearts. And it brings tears to your eyes of joy of some of the things that you're able to do for your community. And it's kept me alive. I've been positive living with AIDS for 29 years, and I've had a lot of bouts in there throughout those many years. And so when I started the Sisters in 2005, I was still going through a lot of health issues, but being a part of this organization healed me in so many different ways. It fed me that love and that joy from all around the world, because we are an international order. We're all around the world. So,
yeah, I feel that. It's awesome. I'm just so appreciative and so grateful that you're a part of our community.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I love being a part of it.
Can you share any of the some highlights that you've had since you created the Sisters?
Well, we're into our 15th year, so there has been so many. One of the highlights was for me was one of our very first clients for our program. That was letting me know that people are noticing our program and wanting it and needing it, and then just being able to give that comfort to somebody. That has been, every time that I'm sitting there across the table from a client, it brings me joy. So that is one of the main things. And then, we, as sisters, do conclaves every year. We do one in the States and then one in Europe. And so just being and going and gathering with those are amazing, because you get to see all the different sisters from around the world. That's been a real highlight. And then, like 3 years ago, I was chosen to go over to Vienna for the Life Ball.
Wow.
It's Europe's biggest for HIV and AIDS, and the sisters are the fashion police for the red carpet. And yeah, it's just a lot. It's 72 hours of nonstop sistering, just go, 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 go. You're on a celebrity plane that leaves New York with all of the celebrities, and then you fly into Vienna, and you get up, you put your face on the airplane, and then you depart the airplane, and the paparazzi are out there, just everybody. So yeah, that was that was a great trip. I think I slept 4 hours and 72 hours. Yeah. It was,
Wow, I have goosebumps because that sounds so exciting.
oh, it was. I mean, on my feet were hurting, but I mean, I was enjoying every minute of
it. That's awesome. So I know that we're in this kind of different space right now. 2020 has been a little bit different. Have there been any like positive moments for you, even though we've had to kind of switch things up a little bit? I know y'all did your I want to say that.
Yeah, we did. Like you said, 50 times right now, so we had to cancel 2 of our major events, which is Project Nunway that we do in October, and then Red Dress that's coming up in February, because we still don't know what it's going to look like. So we canceled it, and so we've kind of are doing 3 different types of events that allows us to be social distancing and safe and all that kind of stuff, but still be relevant within our community and let them know that the sisters are still here, that we still care about our community, and we still want to keep going. So yeah.
And speaking of art and activism, you have an art event coming up too, right?
We do. It's called Outrageous, which, it came from the center. Actually, the center did Outrageous. And, you guys haven't done it for many years, and I actually picked up the telephone and said, "Hey, are you guys doing it anymore?" And they said no, and I said, "Can we take it over?" And we switched it up a little bit, and so we're calling it Outrageous, and it's a GLBTQ plus art show. It's going to be the whole month of October. And on Sunday, October 11th, which is National Coming Out Day, we are going to have a little special reception at the Nunnery, which is at 900 East Karen Avenue, Suite A218 in New Orleans Square in Commercial Center. We're going to have a little gathering there. And and so I think we have like anywhere from 13 to 15 artists within our community. So we're going to be showing 4 to 6 different pieces from each one of those artists in the Nunnery.
Awesome. I can't wait.
It'll be fun. We're really looking forward to it.
So I hope I don't throw you off with this one, but you've been in activism for a long time. I've been in activism for a long time. Some of our young folks are just starting out, finding their feet in activism, and sometimes feel overwhelmed. I know that when I was starting out into this field, if you will, of just kind of being on all the time, I felt overwhelmed at times. And so do you have any, words of wisdom to kind of keep yourself going, to make it to like running an organization for 15 years?
Yeah, especially with us nuns, with us sisters, we exude a lot of energy. So there's a lot of burnout. So yeah, you do have to rejuvenate yourself and keep yourself going. And for the young folks, it's about education and getting out there and wanting to be a part of something. There is so much, social media and all of that's such a big thing right now. And actually getting out and being an activist is a little bit different. And so, finding those organizations, finding out what you like or what really drives you to be an activist. For me, I became positive in 1991. And so, I was very asymptomatic for the first 8 years, and then I got really sick. And so after getting sick, that's what really pushed me into activism, is wanting to make sure that nobody went through the things that I went through when I had to stop working until I actually found the niche in my community that I wanted to do. There was a lot of dark moments in that time. And so I just say, finding what interests you, if it's, just being, just a regular activist, or if you're into drag or dressing up, or being just fluid at anything, you know, you can pick the sisters. The sisters are all around the world, and we do so many different things. It's just finding your niche in the community and knowing what you want to do with it, I think.
I love that. And I think that's so important. What I hear from that is like, find your passion. Because if you're passionate about something, that can fuel you a lot, especially if you have personal experience. But I love that you added, like, it's not just, finding your passion about like a certain issue. It's also, you just brought to my mind finding the passion of how you want to present that to the world. And like for you, you found a community within the sisters, and you found a passion for the way that you dress and the way that you go out and energize people, and that's your passion. Although your main goal is to educate and teach people about HIV and get people support around that, but there's this other passion too, right?
Right. And, my secular self, I'm a very shy individual, kind of quiet, and when I put Lucy on, Lucy's a totally different person. I'm able to go out there and do the activism that I have. And because of my secular self, the situation that I live, it makes me that activism that I am as Sister Loosy. And the passion that of my virus keeps me going, because I remember all of the dark times. Like I said, the younger generation right now, they don't remember what it was like in the early 80s and early 90s with HIV and AIDS. I did, lived it. And so that's what really keeps me going, and knowing that my voice may be able to connect to 2 or 3 different individuals that are in that young generation that will keep everything going and relevant, and let our stories continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have anything else that you want to bring up? We do want to ask, how do people find you? What kind of services can you help them with?
Yeah, sure. Well, actually, now through the pandemic, you can reach us at 702-591-6969, or on our website, or any of our social medias. Our website is www.sincitysisters.org. All S's. We're kind of strange. We did all S's instead of, have to have a little niche here.
Yes.
And Facebook, you could reach any of us sisters on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that. You could reach us. And about our services, like I told you, we dedicate all of our money to our SADAP program, which is the Sisters AIDS Drug Assistance Program. And that funds anybody out there that is pending Social Security, pending Ryan White, or can't get any services from any local organization. They can come to us and we pay for their HIV meds. Our program's been up and running close to 14 years, and we paid $850,000 back to our community. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's just amazing on some of the things that we're able to do. And that's with the fundraising that we do. Our 2 major events that we do is our Red Dress that we've done for 15 years, and then Project Nunway, which would have been our 5th year. But that's something new and exciting coming up in November for Nunway. So,
well, I think that's incredible, because there's, people get kind of burned out on donating to organizations because they're not sure where the money's going and things like that. And it's great to know that, and to know how much of the money has gone just back into the community, and that's so important and so needed, and so we really appreciate it.
And you can come and visit us at New Orleans Square at the Nunnery, which is at 900 East Karen Avenue, Suite 218. Again, we're not there on a regular basis, so just give us a call. And in the month of October, we're going to be opening for Fridays and Saturday nights from 6 to 11 for the art shows. And then on the 11th, we'll have that special reception. So, yeah, you can catch us there. And catch us when everything opens up again. You'll be catching us running around the streets like we always do.
And the red dress, of course.
Yes. Well, again, we postponed it this year.
Right.
But we're going to be doing a red dress. It's actually going to be Discomania is our red dress, but it's going to be a little bit different. So look forward to the press release coming out about that soon.
Okay, awesome. Can we donate to you on your website?
You sure can. You can go to our website. The donate button's right there. You can donate there, or you could go to Venmo. We have a Venmo account as well. Venmo
Nice.
Sisters.com. Yeah, that's where you can donate.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
One more thing.
Okay.
I know that you guys are involved. Well, a lot of organizations that have been involved with Monday's Dark, been one of their charities. We're all getting ready for that 5K run, the Cowbell Run. So anybody out there that wants to sign up for us or the center or AFAN, any of the LGBTQ plus organizations that are doing this 5K run, please go to their websites and register and join their team. Whatever team it is, just join a team and have some fun with it.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, again, I am so honored that you said yes to coming on and talking with us. Again, so amazing to have you in our community, and hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.
You got it, and thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, thanks again for tuning in. The information is up on your screen. Check out the Sin Sity Sisters and Sister Loosy. Reach out if you need support with your HIV meds, or just, support in general. As you can see, we have a great group of people that are there to help support us in many different ways. So check out the Sin Sity Sisters, and thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.